Hello, this is High Templar with my new Total War Warhammer Mechanics video, and today we'll be talking about Slayers versus Range. So, my divinations tells me that in about a week people will play Dwarves a lot more in multiplayer games, so I wanted to make few tests. People claim that the Slayers are a very bad unit and they are very weak against range and they are weak against cav, and let's just see the situations where they are weak and when they aren't and how to deal with them. So here, for example, this is typical what people will bring against dwarves. We have handgunners here. Those guys are armor piercing. Obviously, they won't be doing that much damage against slayers because they are firing slower than normal crossbowmen. But they are quite accurate and many people bring them against dwarves. So this is very typical situation. What you might do, what I'm doing here, is trying to use one of the handgunners unit to fire, to hide from the other, basically to block the view of the other handgunner unit while at the same time attacking my target. Now, you might argue that the wide formation I'm bringing my slayers in is very bad formation. However, what you have to remember is that handgunner fire is actually throwing people back. If I did a narrow column, the front of the column would be thrown back and thrown back and thrown back, and actually would be more damage dealt. Now this is typical for the AI. If those guys won't run away from you when you are on multiplayer, you can catch both of those units and basically slaughter them. Now the dwarves are very fast. There is still 63 guys in this unit, and those guys are on skirmish mode, and I completely enveloped them, and those guys cannot fire very well into their friends because, well, basically that's firing into melee. And those handgunners drops, and I'm already charging the other unit, and those guys have to run because they are on skirmish mode. They cannot do anything about it, and because the dwarves are fast, well, for a dwarf, 40, they will be caught up and completely destroyed. And while I'm finishing that only with 1/3 of the health, you can see that more than half of my slayer has survived this ordeal. Now let's see, and those situations will be similar. You can also charge straight ahead on the gunners, and those results will not be very different. Although you might find yourself in the situation where the handgunners will be firing in the back of your guys. However, like I said, they do deal loss damage per second. Their DPS is basically pretty low. So if you charge your enemy straight ahead, and I'm trying to use wide formation again and now being fired into the back, still there is still 38 of the dwarves out of 80. That's more than half of the unit's strength. However, the health is down to the quarter, so this is worse results that we have previously seen. And the end results are similar. This time, however, 41 dwarves dead. So more than a half. So obviously the other factions doesn't have, except for other dwarves, which won't bring slayers into the dwarf on dwarf fight, will bring to the table some range units like bowmen or crossbowmen. So let's just see how will that work. I mean, normally, for example, normally players wouldn't bring them, but if they would, people are saying that this is pretty much game over because there is nothing they can do about them. They will skirmish the dwarves. Now this is not true because dwarves are very fast. They are down to half of the health, but all the dwarves are still alive in both of those units because they are not being fired upon in the front. And if you attack just right, those guys will run and block each other. They won't run in the other direction and shoot you in the back. At least this will work pretty well with the AI. And completely destroy. Those guys will not fire into the melee because, well, they want to kill their own. And yes, pretty much that's it. The game is over with more than half of the health. So actually, the bowman units are much weaker against slayers than other units, than handgunners units, than thunderers units. Like I said before, you would not be bringing slayers into Dwarf on Dwarf fight. So that's pretty much it. I will be bringing more of those Slayer matchups and Slayer mechanics units today. Thank you for watching. I hope you like it. If you did, press like, comment if you will, and see my other mechanics videos, my DLC, analysis and speculation videos, and my Let's Plays in Total War series and also different games. Thank you for watching. See you later.